So today I'm in Vigo in Galicia in northwest Spain, and I'm going to show you a city which I think has a lot of potential and is a great choice for your next destination away. Now, Vigo is a great city and has a lot to offer. Situated on the Atlantic coast in the beautiful Bay of Vigo, the city is a great example of how diverse Spain is and the differences from the north and south of the country. There's no bullfights or flamenco dances anywhere near this place. The culture is traditionally Celtic, and the landscape and buildings I'd say have more in common with Brittany in northern France rather than the southern costas of Iberia. The city is a busy port and industrial in parts, but I think it's a great place to spend a few days. It's also the main launch pad for the nearby Cies Islands. Vigo has a fairly small but pretty cool old town with many streets and lanes to explore, as well as great bars and cafes. Beware though, as many places here still close for a few hours in the afternoon, so plan ahead if you're only here for the day. The old town itself has been redeveloped somewhat of late, bringing a number of new businesses and residents to the area. From the old town, head down the city's main shopping street, Principe, to the Gran Via to see the newer part of the city, and on the way be sure to check out some of the city's grand buildings such as the Art House and Opera House. But to really get an idea for the city and for some fantastic views of the bay, make sure you head up to the Castro. Now, Vigo is a very hilly city, but that's a good thing because you get some amazing views across the city with some great vantage points, such as up here on the Castro. You can see all across the Bay of Vigo. You can see the old town with the industrial city in front of it. You also get to look right over to the Cies Islands, and it really gives you an idea of how the city works and how it all fits together. On top of the Castro sits a fort which was built in 1665. Today it's a pleasant walled garden and is a great place to walk around, check out the views, or just hang out in the sunshine. Vigo also has a number of cultural highlights, including the Marco Exhibition Centre, located right in the city centre. This ex-prison has been converted into a minimalistic art gallery and exhibition space and holds various collections and displays. Even if you're not into art, be sure to visit just to see the architecture of the building and the superb renovation. Okay, so I'm going to check out the nightlife in the old town of Vigo. Let's see what it's like. In terms of nightlife, Vigo will not disappoint, and one thing I do like about Vigo is the fact that most places still serve traditional tapas, giving you a little bit of food with every drink, and the food here is very tasty. And when you're all ready to party, there's plenty of places to choose from. Just head to the old town and the Churuca area for all the action. So when you're in Vigo, then there is one thing you have to do, and that is jumping on a ferry to cross the bay to the nearby Cies Islands. This trio of islands are really stunning and have some amazing coastline to explore, as well as awesome beaches, rugged cliffs and crystal blue waters. It's pretty much untouched too, apart from a handful of buildings and the occasional lighthouse. Even though these islands are only a couple of kilometres together in length, the landscapes change so much in such a small space. For example, you can be on a white sandy beach 1 minute, and then after a short walk be in a lush forest, followed by a rugged coastline. The islands are surrounded with clear blue waters and have some great walks as well as stunning views. They truly are a unique destination and an awesome place to visit. I like Vigo. It's not a massive city, but it's got a lot to offer and a great atmosphere. Okay, it's not the most beautiful city in the world, but it does have many great buildings, and the bay which the city sits on, I'd seriously compare to the likes of Sydney Harbour. It's that nice, especially when you include the Cies Islands. Vigo, like the rest of Galicia, certainly has its own identity, and is a brilliant place to see that Spain has another side to the more stereotypical thoughts of Spanish destinations such as Barcelona, Madrid, or the many resort towns. If you want to head somewhere which isn't full of the usual Spanish offerings but still gives a lively city in a stunning setting, then Vigo is for you.